got one. I got a fish. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so cool. I felt him hit it. Oh my gosh. No way. Oh my gosh. I just watched that fish come smoke it. Oh, that was so cool.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is definitely going to be pretty interesting. Probably, sadly, like a sad video because I'm probably going to lose this thing, you know, knowing my luck, you know. This is officially my first big swim bait, and by swim bait, it's actually a glide bait, and that is the 13 Fishing Glidesdale. This thing, I think, just came out not too long ago. Finally got one picked up, and let's just say this thing is big, at least to me. I know there's bigger swim baits out there, and I do eventually want to get into those, but this one is actually not as pricey as those are. I think with shipping, I paid about $26 for this thing, and honestly, that's kind of worth it to me because it's better than buying like a 50 to a 100 to a 200 to like a 300. You know, it's crazy how pricey some of these glide baits are. But this one right here is actually pretty affordable. You know, we're always on a budget out here. So went ahead, picked up the little Glidesdale. This is the Goldilocks color, and this thing just looks mean. It's got like a red eye, and it has some meaty hooks on this thing. I took it out of the box to see what it looked like before I put it back in for the video, and I kind of stabbed myself with the hook. So they're pretty good. That's all we need to know. And then I have to get the old SLX DC off of the rod it's on, reline it with some let's see, what do we got over here? Oh gosh, just drop it. Some 20-pound fluorocarbon. I think that'll be good with it. I don't really know. I tried to do some research on what you need for swim baits, and you know, it's a whole new game. It kind of confused me. But we also have, let's see, a bunch of you OG watchers, the ones that were here from the beginning will probably recognize this thing. This is a 7.6 heavy rod right here, and that's what we're going to be throwing the swim bait on today, because I've heard if you throw swim baits on a light rod, it could possibly break them. So we got out the old heavy stick right here. I used to use this thing for topwater, but then it was just too stiff for me, so I always saved it for a reason, and today I think we have that reason, and that is going to be throwing the Glidesdale. Let's see a little bit about this thing. It is sinking, which is a good thing, and it is 6 inches and okay, I don't even know how to even say that, but you know, it's somewhere around that. It weighs 2.5 ounces, so it's pretty heavy. So I think what the goal is we have to take the SLX DC off of the rod that it's on right now, put it on the heavy rod, put some new line on, and then tie up the old glide bait and see what happens. Now out here, I know there's some big fish. I've caught a 714 and an 8.6, so we know there's big fish. I feel like there's a double digit out here somewhere, but you know, I think it's really smart. So if it wants to be smart and not wants to eat like the regular baits, you know, why not throw a giant glide bait at it and make it eat it? So we have the Goldilocks right here. This is going to be interesting, but I think we'll be able to catch some fish on this thing. So I'm about to get everything set up, and I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so we just took all of the old line off of my SLX DC. You know, when it gets to the point when your line's like really crispy and like crunchy kind of feeling? Yeah, that's kind of what this was. I don't know how old it was, but we now have a plain SLX ready to get lined up. That's why we got some fluoro right here. And then after we tie this up, we can tie up the old Glidesdale. All right, so I have the camera set up so you guys can see a little bit of the action of this thing. So let me just cast out real quick. You know, just a giant splash. But I'm just cranking the handle. If you watch really closely, you can see this thing just glides back and forth. It's insane looking. If this thing, it's really slow sinking too. So it goes out, makes a giant splash because, you know, it's 2.5 ounces. So it's pretty heavy, but I'm just sitting here cranking the wheel back and forth, the little handle on the reel, and it's just swimming back and forth. And it is sinking, so it doesn't really work like a wake bait, but it can. So that's one of the good things about it. But look how much action it has put off. I also decided, since this is just such a big day for me to fish my first big swim bait, I decided that it's only necessary for me to match. So, you know, we got the gold swim bait, and we have the Guggen Squad gold merch on, the old Team Guggen gold. I think that's, yep, gold, yep, okay, yep. All right, well, the day has come. I finally have gotten me a glide bait. And you know, I don't want to poke a hole in my new shirt, but I mean, can we just appreciate the size of this thing? Got a little 20-pound fluoro on, SLX DC, and then, you know, we're just gonna cast out and just see what we can do with this giant swim bait. This is definitely gonna be interesting. I don't wanna cast it too far because I don't want it to break and then me cry the whole night because I just lost a $20 Glidebait, my first one. But I mean, this is definitely gonna be an interesting video. So yeah, you guys cast your votes down below. Is this gonna catch a fish today? I mean, the fishing has been kind of a little weird here, so I don't really know, but I think it's going to. I think it's going to get crushed, to be honest. It just looks really good in the water. See, look at that. Plus, you know, it's been raining a lot, so, you know, you got this goldfish look to it. So maybe this is just about to be the bait. Can we just appreciate how loud and, like, the splash obnoxious it is because it's so big? Like, oh, wow, this is weird. Where to, oh, crap. Where to fish a, oh, crap. Glidebait. I don't want to watch a YouTube video, that's too much work. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of words. Nope, nope. Okay, can we just like answer my question, please? Oh my gosh. This is way too much stuff. Okay, next. I didn't even answer my question. I just want to know where to catch them. Like, where should I be throwing this thing? Let's check out Carl's. Maybe they'll tell me something. Let's go big or go home. That's right. Okay, well, none of these places are really telling me what to do, so I'm just going to wing it straight up. Should I feel intimidated throwing this thing? Because I really do. This thing is huge. Like, I feel like, I don't even know what I feel like, to be honest. I have no words, okay? There's so much happening. I'm throwing a giant goldfish glide bait, basically. Oh, I got one. I got a fish. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so cool. I felt him hit it. Oh my gosh. No way. That's, oh. No way. No way. Get in here. Oh. My first glide bait fish. This is crazy. Wow. The first fish on the Glidesdale. There's no way this fish could eat that thing. But he came in with that reaction bite and just smoked it. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Wow. That is crazy. He wanted the old 13 fishing Glidesdale. Let's get a little side-by-side comparison here. Yeah, I mean, he may could have eaten it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, buddy, for smoking the old Glidesdale. Okay, see you, guy. All right, Glidesdale, you ready for round two? Because I am. Oh, I think I just created a very bad addiction for me. Now I'm gonna wanna buy more of these and I'm gonna be broke. All right. This was a bad idea. Now I created a monster. All right. I'm about to buy like 15 swim baits and be bankrupt for 3 years. So now it's a waiting game. We gotta wait for this thing to sink. And we gotta wait for that one fish that just wants to come crunch it. Like I said, I'd be scared of this thing straight up. I'd probably run for my life if I was a fish and I saw this thing. But you know what? That 1 pounder didn't back down. He rose to the task. He smoked it. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. Oh, fish. Is he still on? He's still on. Oh, yes. He's so little. Okay. I'm not flipping him because that's a great way to break off and lose stuff. So we're just gonna net him for fun. All right, guy, you're in. You cannot make this up. How? This thing is like the size of it. I mean, these fish out here are just crazy. These fish out here are always hungry for a nice bluegill or some shad or a giant swim bait. So second fish, even smaller than the first one. This is just getting out of hand here. All right, see you, guy. Bye. You know what this means, right? We just gotta upgrade the size, and then we'll find the bigger fish. You know, that's logic, right? That's straight up logics right there. We just gotta, you know, upgrade in size, and then we'll be good. We'll be ready to go. Oh, it's actually kind of cold out here. This is like weird. Let's see what like. Hey Siri, how cold is it?
It doesn't seem particularly cold to me.
Of course, Siri's not cold. She can't get cold. She's a robot. How does that make sense? I don't want to hear it, Siri, okay? I keep changing up the way I'm saying I'm going to throw it. I think I'm actually about to just start reeling it now. I said I was going to do that like a lot, but I've been just slowly cranking it. But when you reel it, it just has that subtle glide instead of that long, strided out glide. The only problem is, like I said, it comes up a lot sooner than I'd like it to, but it does put off a good action, so I may just have to roll with it for a while. I mean, these fish can see this thing. I mean, it's solid gold, all right? It's not like they're gonna miss it, so I feel like they'd come up for it and just eat it if they had to. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. Like, if you think you're not gonna get like a good action with a $20 Glidebait, because they're all expensive, you'd be wrong, because this thing is really nice. It looks so good in the water. Also, if you guys have any tips on like what line I should be throwing this on, because I know there's like leaders and stuff that are probably a lot better, you guys let me know, because if I start getting more, I don't want to lose them. Oh, anyone just hear that splash? I mean, how could you miss it, right? That was crazy. Oh my gosh, I just watched that fish come smoke it. Oh, that was so cool. Oh my gosh, that was insane. It was worked like a wake bait right there, and he just came up and hammered it. Oh my gosh, that water's cold. Get in the net, get in the net. Biggest fish of the day right there. Oh my gosh, that was insane. He came up and hammered it. Oh my gosh, he just fell in the net. Why you gotta do me like that? Okay. Ow, I just hit myself in the knee with my net. That is a fish right there. He may have had the weight to, or the mouth to eat this thing. That is insane. That was crazy. I was just swooping it on the top like a wake bait. He came up and just swiped at it and smoked it. That was insane. Let's just go ahead and get a weight on him, because why not, right? That was crazy. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. Okay, please turn on. There we go. And we're good. Let me just ring this hole on this thing. Or not. I'm saying about like 2.5. Okay, we kind of need the thing facing this way. Oh yeah. 2.76. Okay. Quick little 2-pounder right there. All right. That was such a crazy bite. Now this is the size of fish I was expecting to hit this thing. You know, the nice big ones, not a little pounder. He's got some weight to him. See you, guy. Thank you so much. That was insane. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I'm really about to go bankrupt now because I want more. Okay, I'm addicted. I created a monster. Oh gosh, that was so freaking cool. How do you top that? That was insane. Oh, I wish you guys could. I hope you guys can see it on the GoPro. If you can't, the thing was just swiping up on the top like a wake bait, and he said whoop and just started going with it. I was like, oh my god. Set the hook, 2-pounder. Let's go. All right, we just got off the boat. It's starting to get dark, and you know, usually at this time the fish would start piling up on the top of the water chasing some bait, but I mean, it did kind of rain today and it's kind of cold, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But I finally caught my first fish on a glide bait today. Today was definitely a milestone for me. I caught my first fish on a glide bait, and this was my first ever glide bait, so that's pretty cool. So the old 13 fishing Glidesdale did us very well today, and I definitely am gonna have to get some more of these, or a different type of glide bait, or some big swim baits. You guys let me know what you guys want to see. Also, I mentioned this in one of my last videos, I do have a PO box now, so if you guys would like to send in some lures or something like that, and maybe me do a video on it, then it's down there in the description. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's down there. But overall, the 13 fishing Glidesdale and the little Goldilocks color, you know, pretty crazy, is actually really good. I really liked it, and I actually really like throwing big swim baits and just big glide baits and swim baits in general, to be honest here. Also, I really planned the outfit really good today. I'm basically matching. Got the Guggen Gold on, got the old Goldilocks. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want to see more swim bait videos, make sure you leave a like. If this video gets 10,000 views, I know you guys can do it, I will go buy some more big glide baits and swim baits. You know, it's gonna hurt the bank, but it'll be worth it. So if you guys want to see more of that, make sure you drop it down in the comments. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you drop a sub. We're growing extremely fast, so thank you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.